All right, welcome to my front room again. Okay, so we're going to stand in Tadasana to tune into the practice. So feet together, big toes together. All right, spread the feet nice and wide so you have a good base on the floor. Everything's starting from the feet. And then working your way up your thighs, engage those quadriceps to lift the kneecaps up. And then working your way up through to your pelvis, you're engaging through your root locks. So that's Mula Bandha, perineum squeeze, pelvic floor. So feel that lift. And then feel your abdominals drawing in. So we're trying to connect with the deepest abdominals, transverse abdominis muscles. And so this is Uddiyana Bandha. So we have this co-contraction going on throughout, and we try and hold that about 30%. Shoulders are back and down, neck is nice and long. Take your hands up to prayer and close the eyes. And we'll just take some breath here. So Ujjayi breath is breathing with the mouth closed, so we breathe through the nose and sound the breath in the back of the throat. And taking that breath into your rib cage. And then on an in-breath, reach up. And exhale, fold. So first forward bend, be mindful of that. Soften the knees where you need it. Inhale, lift your chest, flatten your hands, step it back. Come down to Chaturanga, elbows to ribs. In breath to your up dog, lift your chest, roll your shoulders back, and push back to down dog. Okay, first down dog, draw the belly in, hips are high, start pedaling those heels up and down and check into the back of the body. So, first thing in the morning, well, maybe not, maybe some of us have been up for a lot longer. I don't know what you've been doing, but we're just going to take it easy and build heat with breath and movement. And then you're going to look up and bring those feet back to your hands and lift the chest, inhale. Exhale, fold, this is Uttanasana, and inhale, reach it up. And then return to Tadasana. Shoulders back and down, bandhas on. Inhale, take it up. Reach up to the ceiling, exhale, fold. Draw the abdominals in. Tuck the head, inhale, lift the chest. Flatten the hands. High plank. Come down to low plank, elbows tucked. In breath, lift your chest. Thighs on, knees off the floor if you can, and then into that. So hands are shoulder distance, fingers spread wide, feet are hip distance. Push the floor away, drawing the belly in. Hips are high, shoulders rolling away from the ears. And that breath, sounding the breath in the back of your throat and feeling that breath into the ribs. So we're checking in, seeing how the body feels, and then we're going to bring the feet back up to the hands, stepping or jumping. Inhale, look up, exhale, folding, and inhale, reach it up. Return to Tadasana, shoulders back and down. Inhale, take it up. So your drishti, you follow your hands, then you tuck your head in to look through. Then you look up, and then you maintain that gaze forwards. So the neck is aligned with the spine as you come down to Chaturanga. And then you're up dog, back bending, you're looking up and back, and then you tuck your toes, and then the gaze is going to be through or up to knees or navel. So the gaze is never harsh, you're never staring. Okay. Always come back to your breath. And then work to open the body up So stretch the mat sideways here to open your shoulders. And then bring those feet back up, stepping or jumping. Look up, inhale. Exhale, fold. And inhale, reach it up. Follow your thumbs. And exhale, coming back to mountain posture. We'll do another round Surya Namaskara, eh? Inhale, reach up. Exhale, you're folding. Tuck the head in. Inhale, lift the chest, extend the spine. You can step or you can jump, depending on how energetic you're feeling this morning. Elbows to ribs. And then upward facing dog. Back bend, and then tuck the toes to down. So every day your practice is going to feel that little bit different. Obviously in lockdown, a lot of us have been able to do a lot more practice, which is great. And hopefully you'll have been feeling the benefit of that, both physically and mentally, setting you up for your day. Having done your yoga practice is always a great thing to do. Hips are high, belly strong, shoulders are broad. You can step or jump and look up, inhale. Exhale, folding. And inhale, reach it up. Returning to Tadasana, chin is tucked, length through the back of your neck. So this time bend the knees. Inhale, Utkatasana. Then folding again, Uttanasana, hands down, tuck the head, inhale, lift the chest, extend the spine, step or jump. High plank, look forwards, elbows tucked. In breath, thighs are on, the chest, roll the shoulders back, tuck the toes down. Now pivot your left foot and step your right foot. Come up to warrior one, inhale it. And come back, down high plank. Elbows tucked, the body's like a plank. Inhale to up dog, you lift your chest and roll your shoulders back, tuck your toes, hips high, down dog, pivot your right foot. Step your left foot, coming up. Follow the thumbs, draw the arms back. Come back, your high, exhale to your low, inhale to your up dog, and exhale to your down. So, 17 moves in our Surya Namaskara B, compared to 9 in our Surya Namaskara A. Bigger moves, bigger muscle groups, more muscle groups involved, so start to build more heat. And that's what you're after. Opening up connective tissues with breath and movement. Bring the feet back to the hands. Inhale, look up. Exhale, Uttanasana. Now bend the knees for Utkatasana. And then return to Tadasana. Make sure you're staying with your breath. And bend the knees again. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, fold. So every time a little bit deeper, hands either side, tuck the head. Inhale, look up. Flatten your hands. Look forwards, chaturanga, elbows to your ribs. In breath, up dog, chest lifting, exhale to down dog. Now, pivot your left hand, step your right. Come up to Virabhadrasana one. Reach up, square the hips and the shoulders. Come back down, load the shoulders. Come down, chaturanga, elbows to ribs. In breath, upward facing dog, back bending. Into down, exhaling, hips high, pivot the right, step your left, come up, warrior one, reach it up, come back down, high plank, knees can come down where you need, inhale to your up dog, chest lifting and into down. So should be starting to feel some heat now, as we work our way through Surya Namaskara. Keep finding that edge in your down dog. Those heels are down, then maybe shuffle the feet back a little bit further, but maintain the lift in the hips. And drawing the abdominals deep, pushing the floor away. And then step or jump your feet to your hands and look up, inhale. Exhale, folding. Bend those knees. Inhale, reach it up. And exhale, return to mountain posture. Ready for one more round? Bend the knees, Utkatasana, inhale. Exhale, fold. Tuck the head in. Inhale and lift the chest. Step or jump. Come down, Chaturanga, elbows tucked. In breath. Back bend, exhale down. So this time, let's step that right foot. Step it to the outside of the right hand. Okay, so a little bit more. Hold in that position for a moment. Take the right hand up and open up. Breathe. Bring that hand down inside of your right foot. Pivot your left. Take your left hand up and open up. Bring the hands down. We're going to take this right foot, we're going to lift it. See if you can hold it there as you lower to Chaturanga. Inhale to your up dog. Take a moment in your back bend, exhale down. So as we step the left foot, step to the outside if you can of the left hand. Take a moment, lift the chest, stretch the back leg, find good form. Breathe, and then take the left hand up and open up. Bring that hand down inside of your left foot, pivot your right, take your right hand up. Stay with your breath. As we come back, we're going to lift the left leg, see if you can hold it. If you need to, you bring it down. If not, then you lower the body down one leg, Chaturanga, and into down. So, roll the abs deep. Stretch the mat sideways to open your shoulders. Sounding the breath in the back of your throat. Mula Bandhas, Uddiyana Bandhas. Step or jump your feet to your hands and look up. Inhale. Exhale, folding. Bending the knees and reach it up. Utkatasana. Then return to mountain posture. Okay, so warmed up now, hopefully. Step or jump your feet hip distance. Check that alignment as you take your hands to your hips. Take an in breath and a little back bend if you want by pushing the hips forwards. And then folding down for a forward bend. Reach for your big toes. Padagusthasana, inhale, look up. And exhale, folding. So, you're pulling on your toes as you press on top of your fingers. You're tucking your head in. And lifting your sit bones, shifting the weight through the feet. Releasing any tension in the neck, finding your edge all the way. And then inhale, look up, lift the chest. Take the hands underneath the feet for Padahastasana now. And inhale, look up to prepare. And then exhale, press down on top of your hand. And deepen that stretch. Send the knees away. If you can, legs straight. If not, soften the knees, lift the sit bones high, tap the head. Breathe. Keep working to find that edge. Bandhas, look up. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale to come up and step or jump your feet back to attention. Samahistadi. Step out with your right foot. So big stretch with the wingspan. Tuck your left foot in and turn your right foot. Now reach your right arm long. So we take the hand down the leg, or we take it to the foot, or to the big toe, first two fingers. So find your edge. Breathe. Stretch the fingertips to the ceiling. Your gaze is up towards that hand if that feels okay. Otherwise, gaze to the front and then come up. Keep that breath going as you tuck your right foot and turn your left. And then you reach low with the left arm and high with the right. And open up on that right side. Don't let the hips stick out. Don't let that right hip bone drop down. Open, draw it back. Breathe. And then come up. So arms outstretched. Tuck the left foot in again and step the right. So we get ready for a rotated version. The left hand comes down to the outside of the right leg or foot, and the right hand goes up. And we open up on the right side. Eyes are on, reaching, maybe pressing left hand down or into the right leg. And then come up, stay with your breath. Tuck the right foot in and stretch out through the right hand down to the outside of your left foot or leg. And twist. So your rotated triangular posture here. Reach, breathe, open. Breath number one. And then come up. Release those arms and return to mountain posture. Samadhisthi. Back to attention. But we step it out again. A little bit longer this time. Turn the right foot bend in. So we're going to take the right hand down the outside of the right foot. We're going to reach up and over with the left hand and lift the ribs to the ceiling. Stretch the edge of your back foot to the floor. And breathe. Maybe gaze to your outstretched hand, or maybe gaze to the side underneath the upper arm. And then come up. And then turn around. So extended side angle posture. Parsva Konasana. Take the left hand down. Right hand up and over. Stretch the edge of your back foot into the floor. Lift your ribs. Stretch the fingertips. Front knee should be above the ankle. How far can you get that left hand down? Keep strong, keep good form, keep stretching from fingertips to the edge of your back foot. Coming up. So we'll rotate this posture. So you can either come down to your knee, or you could have your back heel up initially. Take your left elbow round the outside of your right leg. Take your right hand on top of your left hand, and then take your left heel to the floor. And then look up to your right elbow now. And create that space to breathe. Long in your neck, broad across the collarbones. Breathe. If you're going deeper than that, the left hand can track down the outside of your right leg, and the right arm reaches up. Breathe. And then come up. Turn around again. Back knee can come down, right knee. Otherwise, back heel can be up. Take the right elbow round the outside of the left thigh. And now place the left hand on top of the right, and then get your heel down. Okay, and then look up to your left. So there's a lot going on here to get the foundation. As in all postures, most important that you find that foundation to work from, and then you take it to your edge. So if you can go deeper, keeping the right arm engaged with the left leg, you could track it down to the floor and reach up with the left hand and twist. So your rotated extended side angle. And release, return to the front of the mat. Maintain that Ujjayi breath. So we step it out again. And we have the toes in this time and the heels out. Legs as straight and as strong as you can. Hands come to hips. Take that moment to engage through your root and your abdominal lock as you inhale, and then fold. Take your hands to the floor, in between your feet, shoulder distance apart. Look up, inhale, chest lifts, and exhale, fold. And now tuck your head in. And now shift the weight through the feet. Lift the sit bones high. Sound the breath in the back of your throat. Thighs are on. And then inhale, look up. Exhale, hands to hips, and then release the arms. Okay, take the hands back to the hips. Maintain that position there. Root lock, abdominal lock, inhale. Fold down, squeeze the shoulder blades toward, draw the elbows back. And fold. Tuck the head in. And breathe. Shift the weight through the feet. Lift the sit bones high. And bandhas all the way to come up. Release the arms. Turn the palms around, interlace the fingers. Press the palms together if you can, otherwise open. Inhale, look up, engage through bandhas and fold it down, sending the edges of the feet out. Tuck the head in. And open up through the chest and the shoulders. Breathe into your ribs. Thighs are on, root locks on, abdominal locks on. Every breath, trying to get a little bit more range into those shoulders. Bandhas as you come up. Now release, and then we'll come back to the front of the mat. Standing in Tadasana. Take the fingertips to the elbows here, or take the hands up your back into inverted prayer. Okay. And then once you've got that, step your right foot out into a short stance here. Hips are square, shoulders are square, back foot's round at 45. Inhale, look up, lift your chest, draw your abdominals in, and then draw the chest down. So, long spine over your front thigh, working the chest down. Breathe, sound that breath in the back of your throat. And on the in-breath, come up. Turn round, set your left foot up, and your right foot round at 45. Square the hips and the shoulders, inhale, look up. And then draw this chest down, long, working your chin towards your shin. Stay nice and strong and stable from the floor and into your core. So root and abdominal lock engaged all the way. And don't forget what's going on with those palms. And then come up. And then release to the side. And open up again, and then come back to the front of your mat. So we're going to ready to balance now. So find that position for you, either on the mat or on the floor or near the wall. Take your left hand to your hip and draw your right knee up. And then maybe reaching for big toe. If not, keep hold of your shin. And then press into your fingers and pull on the toe if you're there. And stand tall and steady. Now try lifting that leg a little higher before you draw out to the side. And open up the chest. And maybe look out along the left side. Breathing, arm off on the looks of it. Come back to the center. And then lift a little higher. Maybe reaching for your foot. And then holding the leg out. Breathe. We're going to bend that leg and we're going to reach for your foot. And we're going to tuck your tailbone under. And you're going to feel that stretch through your front thigh. You can reach your left hand up. You can hinge from the hips. And you can press the foot into the hand. And lift the chest. And breathe. Work from your center. And then return. Come back to mountain posture. That was an added extra in our standing sequence. So left knee's coming up. Not feeling very balanced this morning. Right hand on hip. Maybe reach for big toe. Stretch that leg out. Draw the leg back to the hip socket. Put in the toe, press into the fingers. Breathe, stand tall. Sound the breath in the back of your throat. Try lifting a little higher, knee and nose, before drawing the leg out to the side. Standing tall, open the chest. Maybe look over your right shoulder. Breathe. Come back to the center. Lift a little higher. Maybe wrapping the hands around the foot before you hold that leg out as high as you can. Stand tall, breathe deep, press into the floor with a standing leg. Then bend that leg. for this added extra. Reach for your foot. Tuck the tailbone under and reach the right hand up. And if you want, hinge from the hips, lift the chest, press the foot into the hand, open up, work from your center, and then return. Okay, good stuff. So, before we do standing half bound, take the foot to the inside of your left thigh and press the foot firmly in. See if you can find that stability there to let go. If you can, you could either take your hands to prayer in front or up and above the head. Find that drishti, down and forwards. Standing tall, breathing deep, releasing, and then come back down. Take your left foot in and see if you can press the foot into the leg into the foot. And if you've got balance there, then release the hands, otherwise keep hold. Stand tall, breathe deep. Maybe take the hands up if you like, or in front. Stay with your breath. Standing leg strong. And then release. Okay, so should be feeling a little bit more open at the hips now to draw the right knee up. And then reach for your foot. And then take that foot up towards the crease of your left hip. And take your right hand and wrap it around your back. Bind with your left arm, or down towards the foot, or with your foot. Bandhas, breath, and then posture. And then release. Take your left leg up. Draw the knee up first. Reach for your foot. Draw the heel of that foot up towards the crease of the right hip. Take the left hand and wrap it behind your back. Bind with your right arm or further down, or maybe you can get your foot. Find your edge. Breathe. Bandhas. Sound the breath in the back of your throat and feel the breath into your ribs. And then release. Okay, nice. So come back to the front of your mat, standing in Tadasana. Take it up on the in-breath. And as you exhale, fold down Uttanasana. Draw the abdominals in. Inhale, lift the chest, flatten the hands, step or jump. Come down, Chaturanga. Exhaling. Inhale to your up dog. Lift your chest, shoulders back, tuck your toes to down. From here, stepping or jumping your feet to your hands. And then bend the knees, press the knees together, press the thighs together, sink the tailbone down, sink the heels down. Reach the hands up and above the head, and reach to the ceiling, but create space between your ears and your shoulders. Draw your abdominals in, and engage through your root lock. And breathe. And inhale, stand. Then exhale, fold. Tuck the head in. Inhale, look up. Flatten the hands, step or jump. Come down, Chaturanga, elbows to ribs. Look forwards, in breath, up dog, lift your chest. Roll your shoulders back and into down. Now, pivot your left foot and step your right. Come up to Virabhadrasana 1. So, hips square. Look up if that feels okay. Lift the chest, otherwise look forwards. Breathe. Draw the shoulders back. Keep the arms up, straighten your front leg, turn round. Set yourself up. Get the right side of the hips round. Breathe, lift, open. Draw the shoulders back. Press the palms. Back leg strong. Now, split the hands and get the heels in line if they're not already. Maybe go a little bit longer for Virabhadrasana 2. Draw the arms back, squeeze the shoulder blades towards, drop those shoulders down the back. So long in the neck. Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, fingers stretching. Come up on the front leg, tuck that foot round and turn the right foot. And then gaze out along your right hand for your right leg, warrior 2. Breathe. And then bring the hands down, either side of your right leg. From your high plank, come to Chaturanga Dandasana. Then breath up dog. Chest lifting, shoulders rolling back into your down. From here, step or jump. And sit down on the floor. Okay, your standing sequence is done. Now, switching our attention to seated postures. So we sit tall in Dandasana initially. Draw the belly in, lift the chest. Drop the shoulder blades down the back, keep the neck long, pushing the heels away, and drawing the toes towards. Take a nice deep in breath, lifting the chest a little bit more. As you fold, track your hands down and reach your first 2 fingers for your big toes if you can. If not, then reach for your shins or your ankles. And then fold. Keep lengthening that spine. Drawing the nose, chest forwards. Sound the breath in the back of your throat. Send the tailbone away. And on an in-breath, lift the chest again. Now take the hands over the feet if you can make it, otherwise they're going to just go further to the legs or the feet. And then fold. So keep pushing the heels away. Drawing the toes towards you. Deepening your forward bend. Inhale, lift the chest again. Deeper still. Hands can come around the feet. Can you get them together? Fingers, palms, anything like that. Roll the belly in. Breathe. And release. So from here, we're going to take it into your vinyasa. So the easiest way would be to cross the legs, roll over the feet, place the hands down, and go through full movement with the breath. Step or jump. Come back down to the floor. Remember, you don't have to do vinyasas. You could sit in Dandasana, or you could also do what we're doing now, which is a reverse plank posture, Padottanasana. So we lift the chest, stretch the toes, and wrap the thighs in, and then lift the hips to stretch the toes towards the floor. Take the head back if that feels okay. Keep drawing the shoulders back, the chest open, wrapping the thighs in, stretching the toes. Breathe. And then come down, and you can either sit in Dandasana or you could take it into Vinyasa. So breathe. Wherever you're at, bandhas. Okay, we're going to take this right foot now, and we're going to take it into a seated half bound. So we're going to get this foot and do what you like. If you need to cradle that foot a little bit, as I'm doing, to work it round. And then draw the heel of that foot into the crease, if you can, of your left hip. If you're not liking that, then just place the foot inside of the thigh. Then if you can, you're trying to wrap your right hand behind your back to bind with your left arm, or maybe you can bind with your foot. And then the next stage is to fold. Listen to your body. Focus on your breath, number 1. Don't stress the knees. And then from here, you can either do your vinyasa, you could do your reverse plank, or you could also do hands by your side. Drop down, lift the hips, pull the heels back, push the floor away. I don't have a name for this one apart from an L sit position, but it's strong work on your core and upper body strength. So now we try right leg forward. We cradle the left foot. And we draw the heel of that foot up towards the crease of your right hip. Take the left hand, wrap it behind your back, find with your right arm if you can, and draw your chest down. Square up through the hips and the shoulders. Work with your breath. Breathe. Releasing from there, and then once again, you can sit in Dandasana, you could do a Vinyasa, or you could do Purvottanasana, reverse plank, or that L-sit position. So, number of choices there. Breathe. Okay, we're going to move on. We're going to draw the right heel in for Marachyasana A. We can draw that heel up towards the right sit bone. And then we're going to reach this right arm inside of your right leg and try wrapping it around. And then see if you can reach for your other hand or wrist. And then press against your shin. And draw the chest forward. And breathe. Sounding that breath in the back of the throat. And release. Once again, take it into your connecting posture. Stay with your breath, stay with your bandhas. Maintain that good form. And release. Okay, Marachyasana A, left leg drawing in. So as tight in as you can towards that left sit bone. And then reach with your left arm and wrap it around. And let's see if you can find your other hand or wrist. Press against the shin. Draw the right side of the shoulders round. Draw the chest forward. And work your way down towards that right leg. Breathe. Sounding that breath in the back of your throat. Maintaining that Ujjayi breath all the way is number one in the practice. We're going to do a Vinyasa here. So cross the legs and roll over the feet or step or jump them back. Chaturanga, exhaling. Inhale, up dog. We're going to stay in down dog. Okay, so lift your right leg up here, stretch it up to the ceiling and stretch your left heel down. Now lift your right foot higher, side on, bend the knee and lift the knee up. Now draw the knee through towards the right hand, step the right foot towards the left hand, and then send the left leg away. And either ball of the foot or top of the foot. Lift the chest. Sink down into your pigeon posture. And if you want, fold. And breathe. Remember, if you're really not liking this, you're lying on your back for figure of four strength. So we keep the back leg active all the way. And we try taking the right arm forwards and the left arm under. Okay, and reach. So keep stretching the left leg away and keep stretching the left hand away and the right arm. Find that alignment. Keep sinking down in the hips and then come back to hands either side of your right leg, the chest, and then push back to down. For the abdominals deep, open the shoulders, take the left leg up, stretch it up, now sink the right heel down. Turn that left foot side on and open up. Bend that knee. And then we take the left knee towards the left hand and we step the left foot towards the right hand. And then we see how that feels for your body. We stretch the right foot away, either ball of the foot or top of the foot. So you may have one side that's tighter than the other. I certainly do. This side certainly is. Constantly working on that. And then folding. Back leg is active. Reach it away. And then from there, the left arm's going to go forwards and the right arm's going to reach under. So for a deeper stretch. So keep active in your right leg, either ball of the foot or top of the foot. Keep reaching the right hand away, keep reaching the left hand away. And then sink down with the breath. Bring the hands back. And then lift up to down dog. Roll the abdominals deep in. And then from here, step or jump. Sit down. Okay. From here, we're going to find boat posture. Okay. So we're going to draw the heels in and lift the feet off the floor and find the sit bones and reach the arms away. And then from there, extend the legs as much as you can without losing form. Pull the abdominals deep and breathe. Cross your legs now, tuck the body in tight, try for a lift off and back down. And then once again, reach away and then stretch those legs into your boat, breathe. Cross your legs, try to lift off. This time, reach hold of your toes. Make sure you've got some room behind you. Okay, pull your belly in and reach away. Now from here, sit tall on those sit bones, pull on toes, press into fingers. We're going to roll back. We're going to hold that position there. Take some breath. Then we're going to roll it up. We're going to see if we can hold it. And breathe. From there, we're going to bring the feet together. And then we're going to try to roll it back. Bandhas and roll up. And see if you can find that position. Draw the legs closer to the nose. And then split the legs apart. And without crashing your heels, maybe take the hands behind the knees. Stretch down and to the floor and breathe. Okay, we're going to bring those feet in now. Heels in towards groin, hands wrapping underneath feet. And then thumbs to open up feet, elbows to draw the knees down. And then chest coming down. Breath number 1. From here, we're going to take it to vinyasa. So whatever way you can do that, come to downward facing dog. Okay, so from your down dog here, we're either going to step or jump your feet to the outside of your hands, okay? So I'll show you from this position. All right, so now you're trying to draw your hands back and you're trying to sit down on the upper arms, okay? So thighs on upper arms. Okay, and then you're trying to shuffle your feet to maybe take them on top of your hands. And if you're going to go further than that, then you're going to try to bring the feet and cross them. Might not happen today. And then you're trying to lift them. That's not happening today for me. So make sure you're always going to be able to get out of this shoulder pressure posture. Okay. And obviously your next phase is releasing and taking it into chaturanga once more. And then up dog. And then down dog. And then step or jump. Okay. So, should be nice and hot now, ready for our back bending. So we lie down on the floor, draw the heels in, Tight as you can, toes slightly inverted. Now peel your hips up and off the floor. So hands are either going to be wrapping around ankles, hands are going to be interlaced, hands could be on hips, or hands could be at the side of the head. So take it into your back bend. Keeping that strength in the pelvis, and then come back down. Hug the knees in, imprint your spine, take some breath. We're going to go again. So heels coming in, feel the spine up and off the floor, lift your hips, squeeze those inner thighs, get your foundation, and then work with your body, okay, to get the most out. Hips lifting, inner thighs squeezing, and then coming down. And hug the knees. This time, reach for your feet now. And just draw the knees down towards the armpits. Press the spine into the floor. And breathe. And then we'll get ready to try one more back bend. Okay, heels in. Feel the spine up. Work the shoulders under. Lift the hips. Into your final back bend. So make this your best one. And then come back down. And then roll up. Okay, so legs long. Reach the arms up, draw the belly in, and fold down. So we're going to reach for those feet or legs and forward bend. So lengthening out. In the back of the body. And then release. Okay, so we're going to lie back. Readying ourselves for a shoulder stand. So if you're not doing shoulder stand today, then take your legs out, your arms out. Push your heels away, draw your belly in, resting when you need. Otherwise, hands down by your side. Roll up and over to Halasana. And then take the hands to the back, as far as up as you can go. Fingertips into the spine. Create that space to breathe in your neck. And make sure it's a shoulder balance. Breathe. Try taking one foot down behind, maintaining stillness in the body, and change. Come back to your shoulder balance, get a little bit more lift. And then when you're ready, take it into plow. And if you can get your feet to the floor, release your hands, interlace your fingers. Halasana. If not, keep the hands on the back. Remember, at any point, if you're not liking this, you're coming out. From here, we try bending the knees. We try bringing the knees towards the ears and the knees towards the floor. Listen to your body all the way in this inversion. Take your hands to your back. Come to a cross-legged inversion. Either cross legs, half lotus, full lotus. If you've got balance and you feel confident, hands to your knees. And then drop the legs back behind you And then wrap your hands around the legs of the feet and breathe. Take some breath. Take the hands down and roll out. So you're going to lie long on your mat, or if you're doing lotus, reach for your feet. Lift your chest, arch your spine. Otherwise, hands underneath the thighs. Lift the chest, tuck the head back. Start to counterpose your shoulder stand. Draw the belly deep. Breathe. If you can go deeper, lift the legs, stretch the hands. Breathe into ribs. Sound the breath in the back of your throat. Thighs are on. Especially abdominal lock is on. And then release. And then either roll up or roll back. Take it into vinyasa to downward dog. Then come down to your knees. Interlace your fingers. And then set yourself up for either a headstand or preparation for a headstand. You're doing preparation, the head stays off the floor at all times. Okay. And we push the floor away. The elbows are narrower than the shoulders. And so we take the legs up to a position for you. You're doing your headstand or prep. If you're in your preparation posture, the focus is on building that strength into the upper body there, so the head is only lightly on the floor if and when you come to a headstand. Those of us in headstand, the head is only lightly on the floor, bandhas are on, thighs are on. Those of you in dolphin posture preparation, you could try lifting one leg up. Those of us in headstand could try taking the legs halfway. Dolphin posture, you could swap legs. Keep pressing the floor away. Breathing. And then with control, coming down. And into child's posture, and take some breath. And then when you're ready, come through for your vinyasa. Final one. Come back down to sitting cross-legged on the floor. Take your fingertips to your elbows on your back and draw your chest down. And breathe. Coming up to rest your arms on your thighs, thumb and forefinger. Stretch the other fingers away. Tuck the chin and breathe. Close the eyes if you want. Last challenge if you want, hands either side, lift up. Tvalasana, scale posture. Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. Fast short breath in and out through the nose, or continue that Ujjayi breath. And release. Come down. Take some breath. Release the Ujjayi breath. And lie back for Shavasana. So feeling the heart rate coming down. Breath coming back towards a steady state. Body releasing and just melting into the floor after your hour's practice. So gradually just coming back to that steady state. And keep drawing your attention, if it wanders off, to your breathing. So your body is still, your mind is still with focus on breath. Following your breath wherever you feel it. Maybe the rise and fall of the abdomen or the chest. Or you feeling that breath through the nose. So just take a deeper breath in and out. And just start to reawaken your body with fingers and toes. And hug the knees in and just roll side to side. And roll to your right side. And then when you're ready, we're coming back round. Namaste.